Are you ready? Because he's ready. It's Master Jeff, martial arts expert, instructor extraordinaire, and general clown. He's not afraid of coronavirus. He's not afraid of the bad guys. Master Jeff is not afraid of anything.
Who am I? I'm all the lazy latecomers. What is up with the latecomers? I agree with Van Viv, and we're going to starting on time. I think I'm going to dispense with 5 or 5, and if there's nobody here but me, I'll start by myself because it's not fair to the people who get their butts up early on time, show up for class on time. It's not fair to them to have them sitting around waiting when they could have slept 5 more minutes, like all the people who expect us to wait 5 minutes do. So from now on, no more 5 or 5. We start on time. So ladies, I hope you are feeling okay today. Let's see. Yes. And then Jubilee had said yes, and then she retracted her message. Maybe that was for politics. She wanted me to see the message, then she wanted it removed so nobody could accuse her of being hardcore. Stick it in there, girl. Yes, start on time. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hit that Tai Chi 24-point animal form for warm-up. At this point, Van Viv knows how to do the ready position and all this stuff. So I'm just going to get cranking over here. Remember, I'm not doing it mirror image. I'm doing it with my back to you as if we were in class and I were lined up in a senior position in the line in front of you. So you're standing behind me in class, and here we go. Remember to bend those knees, ladies. All righty. Cool. And what is she saying? I can't chat too much or at all. No problem, Juby. We should be working anyway, not chatting. Let's also do some hamstring warm up because today is Paul Guy Day. Remember, so we need to get, there's a lot of kicks in the paw guy, so we need to get those hamstrings warmed up so we don't end up pulling a hammy. So let's do a little bit of airplanes, and we started with the left leg right last time, so I'm going to start with this leg, and you just, if you were doing mirror image, keep doing mirror image. If you were doing same leg, keep doing same leg. That way we'll always alternate. But here we go. Remember, put your weight somewhat on your heel. We almost made it to 30 that time. Isn't it funny that as your leg gets tired, your balance starts to degrade? Interesting. So let's do the other leg. Here we go. Oh, same thing happened right as we approach 30. I suspect maybe that back leg is wavering back there. So whichever leg you had on the ground first, let's stretch that one. And in the other one. All right, then let's shake those bad boys out a little bit. I think that warms us up sufficiently. So, paw guy number 1, I really miss more than any of the other paw guys because of the inside blocks. And these happen on the first form. It's very interesting, the way the paw guys worked is the Koreans got tired of using Japanese forms. Our Pyongan forms are what they originally used when the Japanese occupation was over in Korea. And so all they did was rename Karate Do to Tang Soo Do, which means Karate Do, which means empty hand way. So after a while, they're like, wait a minute, the Japanese left. The occupation is over, and all we're doing is a Japanese art with Korean words. So they changed the name to Taekwondo, and they broomed all the Pyongan forms and brought in some new forms, which were the paw guys. So I don't know why they chose to make the white belt form full of inside blocks, open hand middle blocks, 2 different stances. I think they're too difficult. Later, they ended up replacing the paw guys with the taeguks. To me, those are equally too difficult. And they introduced the standing stance, which is like a little baby front stance. To me, no good. However, they did have some redeeming characteristics, one of which is the inside blocks. I think they should have introduced them earlier, but what do I know? But anyway, we don't do the paw guys for testing anymore, but I think it's so good to just know them. So that being said, keep in mind, if a punch is coming right here at my nose, right? If I do an outside block like this and my block stops here, well, I hit the punch here and I move it away from my face. If I do an inside block and stop here, I never hit the punch. So if I'm going to do an inside block, I need to go to here, right? So an inside block should land here, an outside block should land there. So whenever we do an inside block, just remember, cross your face. Another thing about Paw Guy 1 is there are a lot of inside blocks, so if you don't know the next move, there's a more than even chance it's an inside block. So, one more thing. The only back stances are down here. All four are back stances. And then coming back down the middle, wait a minute. Coming up the middle originally, I'm doing this mirror image now. You do down block just like in basic 1, and then a back stance inside, and then a back stance inside, and then a punch. Height. Then the next 4 moves are middle block, inside, both back stance. Middle block, inside, both back stance. After that, no more back stances. So I'll just guide you through it a little bit, and I'm going to, once again, no more mirror image now, starting now. I'll be doing this in front of you as if we're standing in front of you in line. Let me get some water. I can feel my voice going, which is a sign of dehydration, especially with me. I've got a vulnerable voice, so here we go. So first, it's just down block, inside block. Down block, 2 inside blocks, back stance, then a punch. Height. Now middle block, inside block, both back stances. Now no more back stances. And chop the neck. Now a plain old punch. Height, then just like the beginning. There's Paw Guy 1, but wait a minute. What about Twax? I need my chairs. All right, so Van Viv, if you're not used to doing push-ups, I highly recommend starting them on an incline, like with chairs or the back of a couch. Don't overcome or don't deal with being new to push-ups by doing incomplete push-ups like this. You want to go all the way down, full range of motion on every push-up. If that means doing them on an incline so that you can come all the way up and down, then do them on an incline. Don't do crappy push-ups. You want, with any exercise, to do a complete, full range of motion with that muscle. So like with your biceps, with curls, you don't want to do this, and you don't want to do this. You want to try to go from full extension to full compression, just like that, every time, as close as you can get. So with a push-up, you want to start as far back as you can. Then push all the way out straight, and then as far back as you can, and then all the way straight. And that's why I'm doing the inclines again after my hernia surgery. And also, when I set my 100 push-ups a year goal, 100 push-ups a day for a year, when I set that goal, I actually started it before January 1st, even though it was a New Year's resolution. I figure if you really want to do it, you're not going to wait till January 1st. You're going to start right then. So it was like a week or two. It was around Christmas when I started. And I quickly figured out, dude, I had to do an incline. And then I got all the way to the floor, doing like 40 good push-ups on the floor, no problem. Then after the hernia surgery, my muscles just totally atrophied and dissolved away. It was such a bummer. So now I'm working my way back up, both for the muscle's sake and for my hernia surgery recovery sake. So anyway, here we go. Let's knock out a twack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whack, twat. All right, Paul Guide 2. The good thing about this one is it is simple. The beginning, the middle, and the end are all the same. They all match. And all you do is high block, kick, punch. High block, kick, punch. And all the punches in this form are high punches, by the way. Then coming down the middle, opening the form, you just move from low to middle to high. So low block and you're opening the form, so open hands. And then middle. And then we don't know an open hand high block, do we? So we substitute with a basic 2 high block and then a punch. Closing the form, we use closed hands. Back stance down, back stance middle. Oops, we already used up our closed hands high block, didn't we? So we borrow from Paul Guide 1 and do an inside block back stance and then a front stance punch. So opening the form, low, middle, high, punch. Closing the form, low, middle, inside, punch. All right? So here we go, Paul Guide 2. Hey! Hey! Puddle. And show. All right, let's twag it, ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whack, twat. Alrighty. Now, Paul Guide 3 is nicknamed the Frankenstein form because it uses body parts from other forms. Let me see if I've gotten this. Paul Guide 3. Oh, look at that. There it is right there. See it? So Paul Guide 3. You do basic 1, then down the middle, right here. How can I do this? You do basic 1 at the beginning. Down the middle, you do basic 2, except punch on the key up. And then up at the top bar, you do Pyongan 2, all middle blocks, except in a straight line. And then coming back down the middle, you use some basic 3, but there's actually a bunch of fancy moves we'll talk about in a minute. Then at the end of the form, it's just like the one we just did, Paul Guide 2, except you omit the kicks, right? So I think Maybe I can do it like this. A little small like that. I think you can see that, right? That'll help you to keep an eye on the little tips. Oh, I was going to talk about this one, the so-called basic three. So you just did your, let me do them this way. You just did your middle block, Pyongan 2 except in a straight line. Now going back down the middle, you do basic 3, basic 3. Then you go backwards, inside block, backwards, inside block, then backwards, inside block, outside block. So in those doubles, you're just changing your stance. You're not stepping. So watch again. It's as if I started the form going this way, right? And I got all the way up to here. Then I turn, Pyongan 2 in a straight line. 1, 2. Now I do outside, outside. Step back, inside. Step back, inside. Step back, inside, twist around, outside. And then we do our Paul Guy 2, except omit the kicks. And you can see me through those white letters, but I am going to do this. I'm going to change the color. Let's see here. I'm going to change the color, I think, to green. That worked well on another video we did there. So maybe you can see it a little better. And I don't know if you girls want me to stretch it out a little bit bigger so you can see the cheat sheet, or leave it alone so you can see me. But that's what you're getting right now. So pay attention to that cheat sheet, and I'll try and narrate as we go too. Here's Paul Guy 3, the Frankenstein form. Chumi starts like basic 1. Now it's basic 2, except punch at the end. Height! Now it's Pyongan 2, except everything in a straight line. Now it's the fancy stuff I showed you. Basic 3, basic 3. Step back, inside block. Step back, inside block. Step back, inside, twist around, outside like basic 3. Now it's just Paul Guy 2 with punches only. High block, punch, high block, punch, kia. Height, bottle, and show. And there's PG3, ladies and gentlemen. So let's knock out a quick twat. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whack, twat. Coolio. And now let me get rid of this. Paul Guy 3 here. Bye, Paul Guy 3. Thank you for helping us. Okay. Now, Paul Guy 4 is the same at the beginning and the middle. Then it changes at the end. And then down the middle is pretty simple too, because it's like another form. So check it out. I'm mirror image now. So you're looking at yourself in the mirror. God forbid you see this if you look in the mirror, but just pretend. So it's like Pyongan 2, except you turn your fist around. Can you see that? Pyongan 2, we do this. Paul Guy 4, we do this. Like a guy named Paul showing off his muscles. That's the way you can remember Pyongan 2. Paul Guy 4. All right. So you do like, almost like Pyongan 2. Then you drop guard cut, just like Pyongan 2. Now instead of pull back punch, we're going to pull in front, step through and chop with your feet still shoulder width apart, like that. Then you skip over and do the other way. Guy named Paul, drop guard cut, twist in front, chop. Then we're going to skip middle block. Then it's almost exactly like pin on 3, except you precede it with a kick. So we're coming this way. So it's a middle block, then a kick, spear hand, turn, hammer fist, height, just like that. The only difference is opening the form, you do your spear hand, escape down. Closing the form, you do spear hand, escape up. And then at the very end, after I've done my combo, height, then I turn in down block, horse stance, scoot back for a front stance punch. Then I scoot this leg back for a down block, scoot it back again for a front stance reverse punch. Okay, Paul Guide 4. Height. 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 Oh, no key up at the end. Sorry, final. And short. All right, PG4, let's do us a twack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whack, twack. All righty. Paul Guide 5 starts in a strange way, backwards. So I'm standing in front of you in line. I'm going to lift up my right hand to chamber. I'm going to step back with my left foot, and I'm going to do a scissors block. So now this is mirror image. I'm raising my right hand, taking my left foot back, scissors block. So you got a down block and an outside block that happens simultaneously. Raise your right hand, step back with your left, scissors block. And that's just a one-off. And the scissors block is going to be also your pivoting move. Now, the pattern at first, down block, step forward, middle block, step right back, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Now my scissors block. So it's just like doing a down block on basic 1, except this hand also does an outside. So just prepare for basic 1, but also prepare for a scissors. Then now I mirror image, starting the form. I do my scissors block, and then 2 T blocks, super simple, right? And then a spear hand key out. Height, so that part's pretty easy. The top bar, it's not too bad. So now I'm standing in front of you in line again. We turn, block, punch, punch, high punches. Side kick ready, kick elbow, step through and middle block. Then the other side, block, punch, punch in a front stance, side kick ready, kick elbow, step through middle block. Then your scissors, your direction changer. Now easy breezy, 2 back stance, close hand down blocks. 1, 2, and then a punch. Height, then the same as the beginning. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch, down block, middle block, pressing block, punch, just like that. All right, ladies, you ready for PG5? Because here we go. Paul got 5. 3 more to go. So let's do us a twack, ladies. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wacky, wacky. Right. Paul Guy 6 and Van Viv, you might not know Pylon 4 yet. If you do, then it helps to know that Paul Guy 6 is like a first cousin to Pylon 4. So I'll point out the places at which it is like or similar to Pylon 4. In the beginning, it's just a middle block kick punch, simple. So I'm staying in front of you in line. Middle block, kick, punch, middle block, kick, punch. Now I'm going to do mirror image. Mirror image now. Basic 1 down block, and then a block and chop, just like Pylon 4. And then kick, jump, height, just like Pylon 4. I'm still mirror image. Now, when I turn, rather than go 45 degrees, which we normally do, I'm going to go 90 degrees, down block, and then grab, kick, punch, punch, just like Pylon 4. Down block, and then just like Pylon 4, grab, kick, punch, punch. Coming back up the middle, and I'm now as if I started standing in front of you, no more mirror image. So I'm at my kick, punch, punch. Now I do a middle block, and then a high block palm strike. Very random, guys. Kick, back fist, key up, height. How random is that? A key up right in the middle. And then a kick, high block, and then a side kick, middle block, middle block. It's a very weird last part, but that's the end of the form. So closing the form, middle block, block palm strike, kick, back fist, key up, height, kick, high block, side kick, middle block, both back stands. Let's try Paul Guy 6. To me. Height. Yeah. Hold. Show. All right, that was Paul Guy 6. Oh, what are we forgetting? What are we forgetting? Twacky, baby. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, wacky, twacky. All right. Those push-ups are not exactly easy, but they're definitely not hard either. I think my body's kind of catching up. Okay, mirror image, Paul Guy 7. Mirror image, similar to Paul Guy 5, in that it starts straight, but Paul Guy 5, mirror image, you start backwards. Paul Guy 7, again, mirror image, you start straight forward with 2 down blocks. Then all you have to remember is like Paul Guy 2, it grows. Low, middle, high, and then you're going to do a side kick move one. But, so here it is. First, 2 down blocks, then a kick, 2 middle blocks, then a kick, 2 high blocks, which makes a stick block, and then a side kick, middle block, right? So, like I said, low, kick, middle, kick, high, side kick, middle block. Right? Pretty easy, right? Now I'm turning around, standing in front of you in line, okay? Now we're going to turn basic 3, scoot over, punch, high block. Then we step through with a back leg side kick, down block back stance, punch. Basic 3, punch, high block, side kick, down block, punch. All right, got it? And then coming back, oh, it gets weird. I'm going to scooch back, side kick ready. Kick, elbow, ready. Then I'm going to scooch forward. Scooch up, side kick ready. Kick, elbow, freeze. Now your left leg's going to do all the work. Your left leg, somebody's coming to grab you by the neck from behind. So you move out of the way, you retreat with your left leg and knock their hands away. Then you advance with your left leg and smash them in the ribs. Let's look at that again. Retreat, advance, both with the left leg. And then you do another rib smash on the right side. Then you're going to do an inside block, curl over his arm, grab his wrist and break it. Then you're going to step up for an interim ready position. That's going to look like this from the front. And here's mirror image, right? You're going to go to the left, open hand elbow strike, scoot over. Right, bottom hand open. Left, bottom hand open. So it's like pin on 3, except you precede it with this, and the bottom hand is open. All right, Paul guys 7. Here we go. Yeah. All right, it just dawned on me. I didn't tell you the end, did I? And you know what? Yes, I did tell you the end, but I told you the wrong freaking ending. I explained Polga 8, so that's got to be a do-over. So check it out. Basic 3 punch, high block, side kick, down block, punch. Basic 3 punch, high block, side kick, down block, punch. Stick, pull out, height. Then we do a pendulum kick, down block, chop. Then we flip it over, kick it, strike it, skip back, rip out, jump up, middle block, punch. That's the end of Paul Guy 7. What I explained a while ago, oh brother, it's the end of Paul Guy 8. To punish myself, we will do it twack, and you guys will do it with me. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whack, whack. All right. So you already know the end of Polga 8. big dummy. The beginning of Paga 8 is pretty simple. It's 2 Pyongan 1s. Mirror image here. Down block, hammer fist, step forward punch. Down block, hammer fist, step forward punch. Then we're going to do a middle block and no kick. You do a spear hand. This is just like Pyongan 3. Escape. Instead of a hammer fist, you do a back stance back fist. And then punch. Height. Now up at the top of Paga 8, now I'm standing in front of you in line. No more mirror image. So I'm turning, chop, somebody grabs my wrist. I rip out, 45-degree horse stance. Then straight again, elbow strike, block, punch, ready. Skip over, chop, escape, elbow strike, block, punch, freeze. Now I do what I told you a while ago. Scooch back, kick, elbow, ready. Scooch up, kick, elbow, freeze, retreat, advance, another advance, inside block, elbow break, rib strike, interim ready like this, and then left, right, open hand on the bottom, left, open hand on the bottom. Height. So that is Paga 8. I'll do my best to narrate through it for you. All right, to me, Pyongan 1 times 2. Open hand middle block. Pyongan 3, except the back fist, back stance. Back fist, back stance. Punch. Chop. Escape, elbow, block punch, ready. Chop, escape, elbow, block punch, freeze. Scooch back, side kick ready. Kick, elbow ready. Scooch up, side kick ready. Kick, elbow, freeze. Retreat, advance. Advance. Inside block. Loop over. Strike. Interim ready. Left, 2 elbows. Right, like Pyongan 3, but open on the bottom. Left, like Pyongan 3, but open on the bottom. On ult. And shoulder. Cool, let's knock out the twack so we don't forget. And hana. Do. Set. Net. Kaset. Yasa. Yilgap. Yadu. Hop. You. Coolio. All right, so there are our PGs, our paw guys. Ooh, I forgot. Got salty caramel. Yeah, baby. Talk about hitting the spot. And I did already drink my vitamin C this morning, my vitamin caffeine. Uh-oh. Thought I heard somebody text me. Let's see. Oh, cool. Here are my kids. This is in Ocala. They're out by a river. Can you see them there? Mr. Kako just sent this. I can't really see it, can you? It's all my kids. Come on, focus, camera, focus. Focus! It won't focus. But there they are. So cute. Cool. And they're coming home tomorrow. So I have one more bachelor night, during which I don't know what I plan to do tonight. What did I watch last night? Why can't I? Oh, The Crazies. That is a scary movie. So unless you're tolerant to zombies, you don't want to watch The Crazies. But it's such a cool movie. Tim Oliphant plays the sheriff, and Jim, what's his name? Really cool guy, plays the deputy, and they set up such a good relationship. And it's such a great story. In any story, on film or on the page, you want rising and falling tension. So your protagonist, which means the good guy, is going about his life when a challenge comes along. So the challenge comes along, he meets the challenge, but he gets smacked down. Another challenge comes along, he gets smacked down even further. But if he keeps getting smacked down, they're not going to be encouraged. So he gains a point, does something successfully. Yay! But then he gets smacked down yet again. And at the very end, the characters change somehow. They come to terms with their lack of discipline or honesty or some kind of character change, at which point that allows them to win the day. Star Wars is a great example. Luke Skywalker, right? They keep getting challenged and smacked down. Challenge, step up to the challenge, smack down. Finally, at the end, what does Luke Skywalker do? What is his big change? Use the Force, Luke. So Luke takes off his helmet, all his guidance gear, and uses the Force. And when he makes that personal change, he blows up the entire Death Star. And so anyway, but The Crazies is a great example of rising and falling tension in a story. Speaking of rising and falling, let's do another twack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whack, twack. Yeah, baby. What's 9 times 12? 9 times 11. Yeah, 9 11s is 99. No, 9 times. Okay, wait a minute. No. 9 times 11. No. So stupid. 99. Yeah, there we go. But wait. I didn't want 9 times 11. I wanted 9 times 12. So 11 times 9 is 99. 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've done 108 push-ups today. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to stop it at that. I'm going to stop it at 108 because I plan on doing more today, and I feel like I'm pushing it a little bit hard for being recovering. And supposedly we have 4 viewers. How is that possible? Because I only see Van Viv and Ethan Oat, just Van Viv and Juby. Even if you count me, that's 3. So we've got at least 1 lurker, which is perfectly fine if you want to lurk. That means you watch without chatting. I don't have a problem with that. And if you don't count me, that means we have 2 people watching and not chatting. And again, that is just fine. However, watch your chatters and watch your no chatters. It is time for us to hang her up for the day. So thank you for coming. Thank you for holding me accountable to keeping up my training and working out. And I will see you guys later on the mat. Meantime, I am out of here. This has been a South Miami Taekwondo live stream with Master Jeff. Avoid practicing the techniques learned in live stream with Master Jeff while drunk, stoned, sloshed, tipsy, buzzed, blotto, slammed, plowed, trolleyed, play-eyed, hammered, wasted, inebriated, or otherwise intoxicated. Watching live stream with Master Jeff, you acknowledge the possibility of and all liability for hematoma, laceration, occipital fracture, broken nose, repeated mandibular dislocation, sprained wrist, hyperextended elbow, broken ribs, bruising, or bleeding, tears, sprains, fractures, dislocated shoulder, or concussion. All rights reserved. Unauthorized presentation and publication strictly prohibited.